Hello everyone, JCYP here, and today we're ranking every boss, all three Dark Souls games together. A thing that I realized that I did wrong with the other three games is that I didn't really go in depth with the bosses. All I did was give a reason, move on. So for this video, whatever their rank is going to be their rank. Also, we put two new ranks on there, best and worst. For this at least. There could only be one best boss and one worst boss, basically, is how that works, and every other boss is just going to go here. But before I can decide who the worst boss is and best boss is, I have to basically fill all these first with all of these. And there's 92 bosses here. So let's get started with the Stray Demon. Again, I'm putting him in D tier. He's the first starter boss. Don't get me wrong, for a starter boss, he's still meh. Like, good. I should put, like, meh right here. I should put, like, what tier they are. But it's just, like, he's meh. Meh-ish. Let me think of more things about him. Because I'm trying to go more in depth. Well, I'm going also on design. Like, I mean, he has the small wings. He does the little fly butt slam. But there's nothing else, really. I mean, he has, like, a little horn. Maybe I'm thinking of like the wrong horn boss right here. Well, I thought he had like a horn crown. Or am I thinking of Soul Cinder right now? I mean, he didn't have a horn crown. Instead, his was his like just like, I don't know. But basically, Stray Demon is D tier. Taurus Demon. Is it better than Stray Demon? Yes, but I'd say they're probably both in D tier. Because all I did was just give a reason, move on. And I never really said anything else. Taurus Demon, you have the archers that shoot you in the back if you actually activate them and you don't know they're there. And yeah, you're just going to get fighting the Taurus Demon and get shot in the back at the same time. You can plunge attack them just like the Stray Demon, but besides that, there's really no big difference. Bell Gargoyle. It's probably C tier. It's better because it's a duo boss, and I really like duo bosses, but it's probably not going to get any higher. Because, I mean, you could chop off his tail, get the tail axe, but the whole breathe fire part is a problem for new players. Because I should go about this as new player perspective, not based on, well, obviously based on both pro and new player, but to new players, it would be probably about like B tier if it were new players, but I'd have to say C tier at best. Let's think of other things. Other reasons they're at C tier. Well, they're guarding a bell. Obviously, I would go with lore here, but I'm not really familiar with the Dark Souls 1 lore as I am with the Dark Souls 2 and 3 lore. But I'd rather not talk about lore, so. Moonlight Butterfly. This fight is just a patient fight, so I'm probably going to have to put it down at D tier, but top D tier, because maybe C tier, but probably top D tier. I don't think it will get any higher than D tier, but it might. I'm not so sure. Or maybe it could be bottom D tier the entire time. For now. Not bottom D tier, bottom C tier. For now. There's probably going to be bosses that are worse than it, but probably not. Capra Demon is also another C tier. I would put him past the Moonlight Butterfly, but I wouldn't say like the Moonlight Butterfly is just majestic, right? Capra Demon, he's above her or him, but I'm going to say it's a her. I should say it. Capra Demon is basically above the Moonlight Butterfly. I mean, the dogs are still a problem, yes, and Capra Demon is just regular enemy like Taurus Demon. And Gargoyle, except the Gargoyle shows up way less. Once you get to the Demon Rooms, though, you'll find just Taurus Demons and Capra Demons. And then you have a reversion of this guy, which we'll get to later. Well, two reversions. The Stray Demon and the Demon Fire Sage, but we'll get to those later. But I'm probably going to have to put Moonlight Butterfly here on the list. The thing that I forgot about this guy is that I might have to put him in B tier for this, but probably top of C tier. If I think of it more, like, the thing is about this guy, if you don't find the guy that buffs him, then he's going to get buffed during the fight and have massive damage and massive health. It makes it a problem. But once you find the guy that buffs him, it's easy. Well, an easy battle the rest of the way there. And real quick, I have to go put something on my door. I'll be back. I'm already back. This guy is also, he has 4 wings, but there's probably, I mean, Elden Ring dragons have 4 wings. There's really no difference. But he's basically like the Abomination. Quelaag. Probably B tier. Let me think more. I mean, she does have like this AoE, but I don't remember if it does a lot of damage or not. All I know is that she's B tier. I mean, like I said, she's like the whole mythical ancient time thing, but besides that, I don't think she'll get any better. I would do this in parts, but we're just going to do the entirety of the series. Moving on, though. Stray Demon. It's the exact same as you, but better. Honestly, I would say Taurus Demon is probably worse than Stray Demon. I mean, they kind of both have like the same intro. They both jump down. But maybe I would say Taurus Demon's better. Like, better than Asylum. Get out of there. Better than Asylum Demon, but worse than Stray Demon. But Stray Demon is like the exact same. It's just the only difference is he has like explosions. So there's really no difference. Sif, I'd probably just put in A tier. So, I mean, it is Artorias' wolf. But the thing that makes the fight just like, am I supposed to be doing this type of situation is whenever Sif starts limping. It makes the fight very sad. And the more I think of it, the more sad it is. But we're just going to move on. Actually, let's think more. Like, Sif went into the abyss with Artorias, but Artorias protected Sif with his shield, but also probably ended up, I'm pretty sure he ended up, like, I thought it was Manus that broke his arm. I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, it was. I'm pretty sure, hopefully. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. Okay, moving on. Iron Golem is a B tier. I mean, you can make him fall off the ledge and he dies, but he's not gonna get, you know, any better than B tier because he has like pretty basic attacks, but also his grab attack is just annoying to dodge. Moving on to Ornstein Smough, the first S tier boss so far, even though there's going to be like a bunch of other bosses. But they're like the best duo boss, I would say, out of any Souls game. Like, there's no duo boss that can beat them. Because duo bosses in Dark Souls 3, they're different. Because in Dark Souls 3, it's like, oh, it goes from 2 bosses to 1 boss, or 1 boss to 2 bosses. I mean, that's the same with Ornstein Smough. It goes 2 bosses to 1 boss. Different is, though, you only need to kill one of them. And the other one is just attacking at the same time you kill one of them. But I preferably like to kill Smo first, then get Super Ornstein, because it's fun to fight Ornstein. Plus, he's like the actual boss, not Smo. Moving on. Priscilla. I'd probably give her top of C. Maybe like... Yeah, maybe like behind Gaping Dragon. Maybe past Gaping Dragon all the way to B tier, yeah. I mean, she has the whole invisible thing, which is basically like hide and seek all over again. But there's really nothing special to say about her. I mean, I'm pretty sure she's like Guinevere and Seath's daughter, but I don't really have much other stuff to say about her. Moving on to Gwyndolin. Gwyn's son, but he treats Gwyndolin as a daughter, or makes him... Okay, confusion time. I'm going confusion mode. I didn't like the fight. I mean, I understand it. Like, it's basically just hide behind pillar after he uses arrows or magic attack. Whenever he uses big laser magic attack, just get out of pillar. I don't really have anything much to say about him. I mean, he shoots like the stuff. I don't know if he if I don't remember what he's shooting at you once you get up close, but all you gotta do is just keep, getting close to him and hitting him. It's pretty simple. But again, it's just not a fun fight. Ceaseless Discharge, probably bottom D. I mean, it's a fun fight, but it's just he moves so slow whenever you're running away. Like, you could run away and he moves very slowly. Kind of. Actually, probably not. Maybe I'm thinking of the Last Giant. I'm wrong. We're just gonna move on to this one. This one is just better Stray Demon. Even though it's just on fire Stray Demon, so there's really no difference. But still. So, Centipede Demon. I also like the fight. I would say it's better than, I would say it's probably better than you, and you. But I couldn't say it's better than the Gaping Dragon fight. Gaping Dragon, I feel like, would be just right there the entire time. I mean, some people like stuff like this, though, down at Gwyndolin. Like, people like that type of stuff. We already know where this is going. I don't want to talk about it. It's automatic F tier. And I don't need to explain myself. Four Kings. Well, okay, I'll explain myself. It's because I don't like the whole arena breaking part. And then you have to jump, but she also is just so aggressive, she doesn't allow you to do anything. It's just like, why? Just let me kill you. But it's just like, nah. Moving on to Four Kings. I would say they're cool. Based on their design, they're cool as well, honestly. I'd probably say nah, Ceaseless Discharge needs higher than that. Yeah, about there. Top of D tier. Four Kings, though, I'd probably have to say they're probably at the top of C tier. I mean, they're basically like big Dark Wraiths, if you think of it. Pinwheel is another F tier. It's because he's better than Meta Chaos, okay? It's just because he has like no health. Just no health. I would just make this into like 3 parts and just do, Dark Souls 1 all by itself. After Dark Souls 1, do a Dark Souls 2 episode, and then after Dark Souls 2, do Dark Souls 3. But we're not going to do that. We're just going to do the entire thing all in one. Nito, I have to say, is A tier. Is it better than the Sif fight? To me, yes. also the fact that he just like, I don't actually know if he like sticks his, yeah, I'm pretty sure he sticks his sword into the ground, and then like after he sticks into the ground, just sword spike comes up and stabs you. So I'd probably say it's better than the Sif fight, but is it as sad as the Sif fight? No. Sif the Scaleless. Honestly, I mean, you get the Moonlight Greatsword from him. Probably better than you three and you. But I'd have to say, like, Gaping Dragon. Actually, I would say it's better than Gaping Dragon for design. But Four Kings is probably better than Sif because it's just like you can automatically go straight for his crystal. Unless they, like, put you probably, like, behind Sif and Sif with guarding it and you just had to, like, go around him to get it. I feel like that'd make the fight maybe a little better and probably make it better than the Four Kings fight and probably even land it up to B tier. But to me, it's just not good. Also, the fact that he curses you, so if you get cursed by him, you just have to do the whole traveling part, come back here, and then... Also, the area that you're in is just annoying, honestly. Like, getting to him is the annoying part. That's the reason I give him lower than these guys. Because these, like, the Four Kings, getting to them is easy. Getting to him is fricked up. The Sanctuary Guardian. This fight is just basically, again, one of, like, the Capra Demon and this guy, but better. Well, Capra Demon and you, but better. Because at least it's sick when fighting him. Also, he's like, I don't remember what they're called, but they have, like, the whole entire, like, goat horns. Wait, no, like, goat head and lion head, and then also have, like, the snake tail. But instead, it's goat horns, bird wings, lion head and body, and scorpion tail instead. Which is kind of puts him up there better than the rest, but I wouldn't say he's better than Centipede Demon. Artorias is S tier. Better than Ornstein and Smo. You know, I'd probably say Ornstein and Smo is better than him. But I like duels against humanoids. For an example, like Elden Ring Radahn is sick, or Elden Ring Melania, but we'll get to Elden Ring sooner. And same with Bloodborne. I don't think I'll do Sekiro because I haven't beaten all the bosses in that game, and I don't think I'm doing Demon Souls because I've never played that game. Not at all. But I will do probably other games. Besides, Dark Souls. I could just do God of War tier list. Moving on to Talamite. This is one of those A tier bosses because he's a dragon and a lot of people like dragons. But I don't think it would be better than... maybe I would say it's better than Sith. Yeah. But I still think Nito's better than the Calamite fight. I guess I just like skeletons or something, I don't know. Manus, a lot of people would put him in S tier. I'd probably say this... I'm pretty sure I would say Artorias is better than Manus, honestly. Because Manus is just a giant beast, and duels with giant beasts is kind of fun, but not as fun as fighting other humanoids. Like in Bloodborne, just fighting German is fun. Or fighting Gascoigne, basically, is fun. But for me, I think my favorite boss for Dark Souls 1 was Gwyn. I mean, sure, he's like one of the easiest bosses. And all you need to do is just parry him to death. But he's the first Lord of Cinder. I mean, if they just got rid of the parrying thing, he would just be like one of the hardest bosses just because how aggressive he is. But I'm pretty sure that's why they put it in, just to make it balanced. But you also have to be a good parry person. But I mean, at the same time, he's not always hard, even if you have to parry him. So, we're actually done with all of Dark Souls 1. And we'll be moving on to Dark Souls 2. Which, basically, Dark. Basically, once we get past every Dark Souls game, basically it's like 1/3. So, Last Giant C tier. Better than Moonlight Butterfly, I would say, and better than Capra Demon. Wouldn't say it's better than the Gargoyles or everyone else here. Plus, since there's Dark Souls 1 and 3, so there could be bosses better than probably even these guys. Pursuer, I'd probably have to say is, again, at C tier. Because there might be bosses that I put in, like, B tier, but they might have to end up as C tier. Because there are bosses in C tier that could be better than them. I'm pretty sure I would say he's better than you. I find Pursuer fun, honestly. I'm pretty sure. When I say he's better than these four, no. Rune Sandals, I hate them, so I might have to put them in D tier, but like top D tier. Because I like, again, like multi-fights, but mainly humanoids duels. For example, Dragon Rider, who would land at the same point as Pursuer, which is why I'm putting him there. But I would say he's better than Pursuer, also because you could just cheese him off a ledge. Old Dragon Slayer is Ornstein, but without smoke, so I might have to put him again up here. But I would say he's better than Dragon Rider again. Like, I think last time I made Dragon Rider better, but I'm pretty sure, because this is going to be the final tier list. So whatever happens here is that's basically how it's going to stay all the time. So I'd have to say Ornstein is better than Dragon Rider, but he doesn't make it up here with these, with Ornstein and Smough, okay? Flexile Sentry, I would say, let me think about this. Probably better than all of you, and even Last Giant. I'd say he goes up behind, or past Pursuer. But I don't... Yeah, I would say he's better than Dragon Rider, but I wouldn't say he's better than old Dragon Slayer. These guys are just automatic E tier. Are they better than Gwyndolin? No. Because it's the Gargoyles, but worse. I'm going to be honest with you. Because it's just 5 Gargoyles, and they all share the same health bar. Lost Sinner is basically quick, fast. I'd probably put him past... Let me think. I like how I'm supposed to be going in depth with these. And then I stop going in depth with them after I get to Dark Souls 2. Yeah, who's ever at the bottom of here is basically going to F tier. Yeah, who's ever at the top of this is going to best. Lost Sinner. I'd say he's better than basically everyone right in D tier, so I probably have to up to C tier. Better than Last Giant, better than Gargoyles, probably even better than this. Better than Pursuer, but all he does is like run away. Even though he runs away, though, he's still a fun fight. So I would put him here. Also, he has like the super jump. He just jumps in the air, comes back down. Skelly Lords is, again, E tier, but is it better than Gwyndolin and Gargoyles? Yes. So I put them in E tier, but I find them better just because even though it's just a bunch of enemies, it makes you feel like Doomslayer, basically. Executioner's Chariot. I don't really know where to rank him. Let me think. Well, he's better than you 3, definitely. And you 5. I'd say he's better than you 3 as well, and even you guys, and even the Rune Sentinels. So I'd probably have to put him up past the Last Giant, and even past you as well. I mean, it's two-headed horse, but it's basically two-headed horse against scorpion, goat, lion, bird thing. I'd have to put him up here behind Lost Sinner because I'm pretty sure I find Lost Sinner better, but also he's just very quick, which kind of makes it annoying, but it's still a fun fight for me. Conus Demon probably ends up at E tier. We're definitely past the gargoyles. Is it better than Gwendolyn? I wouldn't say so because you just kill him very quickly. So that's why I put him right there. Mytha, the Baneful Queen. I'd say it's better than all of you. Better than you and you. Is it better than these stray demons? Yes. Is it better than this giant man? Yes. Is it better than you? Yes. Yes. Basically keep going. Would I say it's better than that guy? Yeah, I'd have to say yes. Better than Pursuer? Yeah, and better than Dragon Ladder. I'm not sure if she is better than Flexile, but she... yeah. Better than Old Dragon Slayer? I'm afraid not. And I also might move you down. Under him. Because I find that fight to be a little fun. I mean, sure, you're just running and hiding, but also the fact that you just, like, pull down lever, crashes through it. Mytha, though, depends. You can make the fight hard by keeping the poison there, but what people normally do is get rid of the poison. So basically, I'd have to say she's right here, based on how, you know, sometimes they're fun, sometimes they're bad, sometimes they're not fun. But Smelter Demon is A tier. Better than Sif, Calamite, and Nito? Probably better than Sif and probably better than Calamite for me. But still, Nito is better than him. Old Iron King is kind of like this fight, but 10 times better for me. Because it's basically the opposite. This guy, once you get close to him, moves. This guy, just, you have to hit his hand. But he keeps it there for like 10 seconds. Or something like that. Enough for you to get like 3 hits on him or 2 hits on him. So I'd probably say it's better than basically everyone until you get to like Pursuer. So I would say he's like C tier again. There's going to be a lot of C tiers mainly. You are probably, for me, are another C tier. You're just this, but you're basically just this and this combined. Except you're missing the entire, like, tiger, not, lion, bird, goat part of you, so. But you still have the scorpion, well, you're missing the spider, but you have the upper half, so. This fight is another E tier. I'd say it's more worse than the gargoyles, but it's not as bad as these two down here. Well, if it were, it'd be past these two. Prowling Magus is basically better than Pinwheel, is what I have to say about that. I find Prowling Magus to be better than Pinwheel, even though it's basically just a bunch of enemies in one boss room. But it's kind of just, I mean, Pinwheel clones himself, but this guy is just a bunch of enemies in a room, which is kind of like I said with these guys, but, you know, he's weaker, and it's just like, this guy, yeah. This fight has to go straight to C tier. Better than you, and better than basically you. Better than you as well. Does it get past you? No. Royal Rat Vanguard is just this fight, but a little better, I would say. Actually, no. Yeah, this fight, but worse, actually. Rotten. I actually find him better than you. Because, like, this fight is basically just the rats, like, the small rats put toxic on you and it's annoying. This fight is basically a game of hide and seek once the real one comes out, and this guy, I find him sick, but he's basically just reincarnation of Nito, but thing is, Nito I still just find better. Basically, he's just one giant skeleton. Well, one giant amalgamation of skeleton. But I would put the Rotten right here before Seath. Well, under Seath. But he's still good. Double Dragon Rider, better than regular Dragon Rider, I would say. Even, I would have to put him past. Up to probably, I would say he's up, they were up to here. Because it's an archer and a guy with halberd who's protecting the archer. You understand. Now this guy's A tier. Wait, no. B, A tier, yeah. But I couldn't say he's better than Sif. I mean, you find him in the rain, yeah. But he also summons. But we're going to move on, okay? Be quiet. Demon of Song. Nah, you're not even in C tier. You're back to E tier. You're back to E tier, but you're better than everyone here, okay? That's how that works. He's an E tier, but he's better than everyone. I like how there's only one Dark Souls 1 E tier boss. It's sad. But most bosses are just going to be in C tier, so that's the only difference. This is an A tier boss for me. I put him past Last Night, put him past Sif, put him past Calamity. Even Smelter Demon. I'd say he's probably top of A tier, honestly. For me, he's top of A tier. I mean, he has such the basic attacks, but he doesn't make it to S tier. Because only the boss in the top right here makes it to the best. And the boss in the bottom of here makes it to the worst. That's how it works. This dragon, trash. But he at least makes it to D tier, okay? Better than you. He's better than all of you. He's basically better than... I would say he's better than you. I mean, he used the chain. He used basically his arena to his advantage to flying as well. So probably better than all of you as well. But I say he has to be under you. Okay? That's how that works. I put you past, actually. I put you more past the lines. You'd probably be right here, if anything. Or maybe even, you know, even past you. You're top of it. I'm putting you at the top of C tier, okay? I feel like you're good, even though these guys are probably better. I still find you good just based on your design. But you're not, I wouldn't say you're better than Smelter Demon's design. Throne Watcher and Defender I found to be a good boss. I had to put him in A tier. For being a duo boss, I like him. And I probably put him past Looking Last Night and Sif. Even Calamity and you. But you're probably, I wouldn't say you're better than Nito. Or, Velstadt. I think last time I put you in S tier. No, I didn't. No, I just put you in A tier. Never mind. Giant Lord is last giant but with a sword. But I could put him, I would think he was better than basically almost everyone until, like, once you get to, like, past the rock. Once he gets past the, like, he's, like, under this guy, but never mind. He's actually, I would say he's actually, hold on. I'd say he's probably basically like, let me think. Under Iron Golem. He's basically Iron Golem, but with a sword and no armor. Ancient Dragon. Ancient Dragon just does too much damage, but I'd say he's better than basically almost all the bosses in C tier. I'd say he's probably at just right there. Like, past you. You know what? His damage is annoying, yes, but I'd say he's still a good boss. So probably top of B tier, but he couldn't get any higher, I would say. Because I like these, I mainly like knights, so like Artorias, Velstadt, Ornstein Smo, Throw Launcher Defender, Smelter Demon, um, what's your name? Looking Glass Knight, that's right. It's mainly like knights that get the top. You are sick, so I have to put you at least A tier. He's probably even better than Velstadt, I would say. Yeah, I'm saying he's better than Velstadt. I have to put him at the top of A tier. I feel like he's better than Velstadt, but not any better, so he can't get any better, I would say. The Old Man. I find him to be a fun fight, honestly. I'd probably put him all the way at top of B tier. And as for Desandra, to me, she wasn't as fun, but she's not right there, at least. She's definitely past basically everyone until we get to, like, the duo, until we get, like, to the Centipede Demon fight. Because I found these, I also realized the reincarnations of the lords are just giant beings, wow. Once you get to, like, Lost Sinner is the smallest, and then all three, like, you, and you are just the biggest. Moving on, though. These guys I found to be E tier. They're better than you. They're basically, also, they're just top of E tier now. But you were a fun fight for me. I think you're personally better than Desandra. Personally better. I'd say she's probably at the top of C tier. Nope, she makes it higher. Never mind. I also might move him up higher. And move her up even higher. Jarvan I find better than this boss, though. And as for her, she's probably I would say she's probably even better than Vendrick and Ancient Dragon, honestly. Sid the Slumbering Dragon, again, is a dragon to fight. Is he as good as Calamite? I don't think so. I think Calamite was better. But he's probably in the B tier. Yeah, I had to put him right there. And Vendrick, why is Vendrick up here? Hold on, I just realized this. I mean, Vendrick's an old man who basically all you need to do is stay as one side of him and then the fight's over, basically. So I can't put him up any higher, I would say. Blue Smelter Demon is just Smelter Demon, but delayed attacks. I find regular Smelter Demon to be better, but I'll put him, like, behind him because I still find red Smelter Demon better than blue. The first S tier for where the frick did you just go? Fume Knight is basically probably as good as Artorias. Well, almost as good as Artorias, but he's probably right there. As for Sir Lawn, I have to say he's way better than Gwyn, honestly. I find Sir Lawn to be better than Gwyn, also just because Sekiro. I mean, I played Dark Souls 2 before Sekiro, but then I thought of it more. And I just imagine Sir Lawn and Sekiro, basically. You are, like, again, up here. You're not better than Calamite, but your brothers are down more. I would say they're better than Vendrick, but they're not getting past these two, okay? They're not that good. I mean, I understand it's a duo boss, but it's a more annoying duo boss just because the freaking run to them. But this S tier boss, is it better than Sir Lawn? I would have to say so, honestly. It's his army follows him in the battle. He dies, but then even in death, him and his army are still fighting. Is that it? No. One more boss for Dark Souls 2 before we move on to Dark Souls 3. Aldia is definitely like at B tier. for me. I personally think he's still a good boss, but, hold on, I need to burp. Okay. Gundyr, C tier. Where does he land on the C tier chart? Better than her, better than him, better. Definitely better. I'd say he's under the Dragon Riders. No, Dragon Rider duo. I'm probably going to have to move Lissandra down, actually. I think Dragon Rider duo is probably better than her as well. But he transformed as a giant monster. You can't deny that's just sick, but also it's kind of like Bloodborne with the whole Gascoigne thing. But we're going to move on to Vort, who I find to be better than Gundyr. Does he make it past the Dragon Rider twins and Lissandra? Still a no. Actually, better than Lissandra, I would say, but probably he doesn't make it past the Dragon Rider twins for me. Curse-Rod Greatwood is D tier. Top of D tier, though. Well, actually, under Rune Sentinels. Because I think it's just one of the things I don't like is like giant monster fights, but something like this is just sick to me, I guess. Like, I mean, you're at A tier, but the only like giant monster fight that's up here is like mainly the fights up here are humanoid fights. The only fight that's like A tier that's a monster fight is Manus. Besides that, there's no other like S tier monster fights. I mean, sure, they got Onsi as well. These are just mainly knights, basically. Like, the top ones are mainly going to be knights. Here will mainly be like between knights and monsters. Like 1, 2, 3. I mean, you're like kind of like a humanoid, so mainly be not knights, but like humanoids and monsters, basically, is a lot in this game. Move on to the Crystal Sage. This fight is, I'd say it's D tier, honestly. Better than basically all of you, but definitely makes it at least to Demon Fire Sage at best. Actually, I find this fight to be top D tier, honestly. Actually, it might even be better than D tier. Make it to C tier. I'd say it's under the this hybrid right here. You, for me, are just F tier, but you're better than these three right here. Abyss Watchers. A tier. Better than Velstadt, better than Dark Lurker. Wolnir. I'm just starting to get through this quickly now. Wolnir, I'd say, is an E tier boss, but he's like better than Demon of Song, at least. I'd probably actually put him. Yeah, actually, he's better than Demon. He's better than Demon of Song, but doesn't make any higher. So far, it looks like you're still losing, but we'll probably, hopefully, find someone worse than you, and you're not the best. Demon King. Demon King is at least in C tier for me. I mean, he's basically just all the other demons, but I would say he's better than basically all you here. So I probably had to put him at least past the dragon, past you, even more past. Keep going. Is he better than the Dragon Rider twins? I'd say yes, better than you. But I still find him better than you, better than you. Better, not better, actually. I'd say he lands right there near Seath the Scaleless. Yorm the Giant, B tier. The only reason he lands at B tier is because of his gimmick. He's a gimmick boss, okay? I mean, sure, it could be... I'm pretty sure it could be better, though. We'll put Yorm at top of B tier. I feel like he's still a good boss. Yeah, top of B tier. I found the Looking Glass Knight fight still good. I might actually move. Nah, I was gonna say I might actually move him up, but never mind. Pontiff is A tier. Better than you. but I couldn't say he's better than Calamite. I mean, sure, he has the stand thing, but besides that, I still couldn't say he's better. Aldridge, C tier. Like, he does summon the stand, and this guy is just a bunch of enemies and, like, all of that, but Aldridge, I'm afraid I'm just going to have to put her at C tier, so him at C tier, not her. But, where would I put you at C tier, though? I have to think. I had to say it's worse than Index Gundyr, honestly. Better than all the bosses down here, but I couldn't say it's better than Index Gundyr. Unless I did one time, then I'm super dumb. But we're gonna move on to the Dancer of the Boreal Valley. Dancer, I find a fun fight, so I might have to put it at C tier, but I'd have to say it's at least probably better than the Dragon Rider. Honestly, I think I might move them up. Yeah. I'd say it's better than, basically, better than Vendrick, better than this fight. Better than you? Let's see. I still find it to be good, so I couldn't say it's better than Sin Silver Dragon, though. Dragon Slayer Armor, B tier. I might put him, like, after Sin Silver Dragon, probably even after you and you. Is it better than Iron Golem? Yes. Is it better than Ancient Dragon? Yes. Better than her and Yorm? Let me look. I would say it's better than... Not... yeah, better than Yorm. Better than Looking Last Night. Better than you. I find it better than you. I probably had to put him under, like, past you, but under Throne Watcher and Defender. Like, I had to put him in A tier, but under Throne Watcher and Defender. How long has this video been? 47 minutes. About to turn to 48 minutes, though. Osiris, I don't find to be a fun fight, but I definitely put him in C tier. Let's see where in C tier, though. Let's see. Keep going. I think he's under the Dragon Rider duo, honestly. And I can't think of him any higher. I might actually bring you two down. Like you and Quelaag down here to C. But I'm not sure yet. Champion Gundyr, A tier boss. He's at top of A tier. I find him better than all these bosses right here. Lorien Lothric, also A tier. I would say it's better than you. Better than this fight, better than you two. I mean, it's basically just these two. Is it better than you? Yeah. Better than you? Yes. Better? Yes. But I could say it's better than these two. You are just E tier. You make it past basically everyone here. Well, make it past these two and you. I had to say he's... yeah, like... yeah, he's... nah, he's too... nah, he dies too quickly. Yeah, I think that's where he'll land on the spot. He basically, I wouldn't say he's any higher, though. As for Nameless King, S tier. But he's... I would say he's better than Sirlon, but under Ivory King. Let me relook at that. I mean, he literally has a pet dragon. I might have to put him past Ivory King. Oh yeah, these two. I forgot about them. I was like, who the heck? I'm probably putting them in all the way in E. No, put them in D tier. Bottom D tier. I'm at top D tier. Sister Freed's A tier, to be honest. She's probably like, but she's like past probably the Abyss Watchers, but I still fight champion them. No, I think she's actually top A tier. Honestly. Oh yeah, you, Demon Prince. I find him to be a B tier, but it's probably like better than Yorm tier. Yeah, I don't think he's better than looking last night because you have to fight 2 demons and then 1. You, E tier. So give me some more time. Yeah, you're also just D tier, but you're not better than this guy. So I'm gonna have to put you lower on the list. Midir, A tier. He's like the only A tier dragon fight. I had to put him past Midir. I meant Sister Freed because I find him to be like I think he's like the best dragon fight in the game. Gale, S, top of S tier. As for Soul Cinder, I think he's not as good as Gale and Nameless King, so I might have to like. I would say, let me have some time to think of these 3. Gale's still gonna be just best boss, but these 2 is what I need to think about. Well, he can transform his weapon to like 5 other different weapons, and then, well, 4 weapons in his first phase, and then go to the Gwyn phase and transform it into a different weapon as well. But I feel like in this one, like I feel like Nameless King is better. You're just fighting him on air, by the way. This guy you're fighting on Flower Field. But Gale, I find to be best, so I'm going to have to put him in the best tier, and Beta Chaos in the worst tier. So yeah, that's basically it for this video. If you didn't like it, that's fine. But make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see everyone in the next video, which is going to be, again, Minecraft episode 4. And after that, it's going to be wait, no, not Bloodborne. I'm going to do a tier list for each game from which boss is weakest to hardest for me. So I'll see everyone in the next video.